Man, I tell y'all what, man, everything's been going pretty good, man. It's just been a slow roll. But now I'm going to talk to you about what I've been doing to my shed that I'm converting into a tiny house. Well, I want to say macro tiny house because it just seems like it's a little bit bigger than a regular tiny house. Well, real quick, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that some of the reasons why, and I'll go over it again. Some of the reasons why I chose to convert a shed to a tiny house was I didn't have the money to build everything myself. And the scary part, I thought I could do anything but the roof, but come to find out the roofs are not really that hard. So here's what I've been working on. Sorry it's been so long. Started a new job, a good career in the cable industry. I'm working on it, and I really love working in the cable industry. If you do get a cable man, make sure you give him a drink of water. If you see thirsty, give him a Gatorade, something like that. You can't tip them. You can't tip the cable man. But anyway, and also you can always talk to your cable man about any projects you want done outside of what your cable company would do for you. But anyway, so a little bit about I got sick and tired of living the rat race, which is like trying to basically make ends meet. And I was homeless for a while, and I for the longest time I used to work as an ambulance worker, and I used to sit and watch people live in kind of these weird abstract places. I love looking out this window, and I love this land out here. This old man out here, he passed away good, and he always talked about how beautiful this pasture was. But anyway, I digress from my point. So I started. I needed a place for me and my girl to stay. Guy said he had a place. He had this little bitty micro house, and we stayed in it. It was awesome. I loved it. It was cozy. It was small. It was easy to keep up with and everything. So I said, man, that'd be nice. So flash forward, got jumped. Flash forward to the future, whatever like that. And I ran into some really hard times, and I was even homeless. I was forced to defend myself. When I defend myself using a firearm, it set me back. I had to go to court because it's hard to get a job while you're going through all that. Won my case. Yes, praise God. Don't run up on me. I'll get you legally. But anyway, but if and all that was there, and I wanted to get back on my feet. So I live in the DFW area, so it's doing really good out here. So that means that the price for housing and the price for apartments are going up. And nowadays, to me, it's not cost effective to have an apartment that's basically the same that you would a mortgage. And I'm a firm believer. And why should I waste my money doing something else? Now, I'm not opposed to getting a big house or getting a big old beautiful apartment, but I always want something I can fall back on me, like an ace in the hole. So that's why I wanted to explore my abilities to do a tiny house. So one of the things I wanted to do when I was doing the tiny house was I wanted to work with my hands more. Saw a lot of the redneck people out here and all these blue collar workers, and they knew how to do this and do that and then this and plumbing and electrical. I'm like, man, I want to learn all that. My papa was into a lot of that stuff. God rest his soul. And I wanted to learn to do that. And I was like, well, I'll go work construction. So I worked construction for a while with a friend. And then working in the cable industry, I actually get to go into buildings before they're built. And I'm like, oh, so that's how they do that. That's how they do that. Good old YouTube, start looking at stuff. Oh, that's how they do that. That's how they do this. So I'm like, I really think I can. Come on in, G. She's homeschooling. So what ended up happening was I said, well, I think I can build my own tiny house. And I said, well, why don't I just want to get a jump start and get a very large um, tool shed and use it. And so I'm like, cool. My mom had one, and she wasn't able to make the payments on it. And I said, oh, well, you can lease to own these things. So so far, this is what I'm working on so far. And if you kind of notice, G's over there. He must be looking for a snack over there. She wants a snack. My other son will not let me film him. G, have you been helping me with the tiny house? You like helping me with the tiny house? You do? Trying to get you some snacks? You want? You tired? We'll get back on the books, boy. So it's the tiny. This house is not finished yet. It's just I was basically living with my mom, and through some crazy circumstances, ended up like I needed to find somewhere to lay my head and all that other kind of stuff. And so if you saw the stages as this, you can check my YouTube and stuff, and you can kind of see how it's work or whatever. But I needed a place for just me to sleep, and then so I'm gonna give you a tour so you can see what I've been doing so far. So when I first came here, it was all bare bones. So they had started with it. So I wanted to go with something called rustic. If you can't tell, I'm a black cowboy. I like riding horses. I like working with my hands. I like I love working with cattle. I'd rather work with cattle than horses. I worked on a farm for my buddy's ranch for 15 years and didn't even know I was a cowboy. I just like, oh, just the guy working with animals. And then come to find out, being a cowboy is cool. Living in the country is cool now. Oh well. But anyway, I don't forgot what I was talking about, but I fell in love with rustic, so I kind of fell in love with it. So some of the things I've done, I kind of looked. This place is not finished yet. It's kind of like I am staying here. There is another building, like just where Jesus came from. He came from the house, the main house is over there, and so I started googling to do stuff. So this stuff I have to clean this up, but I was like, oh, I'm never gonna do it. Paint thinner. So all I gotta do is do some little bit of paint thinner. So this behind me is the little shelf or whatever like this. It is dirty in here, so I just want to let you know because I usually see everybody show what's inside of the cabinets. So this is like just the temporary thing right now till we get everything finished. So I had to put electrical in, so I did this last night, and I need to do it while y'all can watch. But this is temporarily with you see all this orange and stuff. That's all just temporary, just for now, just for long enough for me to get this all situated because it's not situated; it's just functioning. So I needed to get a line. I love Google Voice. If you ever need a phone number for free, Google Voice is the way to go. Now I'll kind of explain to you this setup in a little bit. So this is my Google Voice number here. It goes to this phone here, and it'll ring if you call my phone number. But I really don't use this a lot. I usually use it on my cell phone and mostly, and so it will. But I just kind of like just threw some stuff in here just to get going, and then it's like my little area here, my son's little area here, and then just like regular stuff you need, like just to survive, like you know what I'm saying, like just normal stuff you need, is in there. So like it's not finished. Like all our clothes aren't in here. All that kind of stuff is not in here. As you said earlier here, G didn't close this right, but I gotta fix it. But that's like where I threw the snacks and whatever, so that way, while I'm in here, hanging out or whatever, or sleeping, I sleep in here or whatever. Then I got snacks, and G and Sammy or whatever, they want snacks or whatever. They're more than welcome or whatever, and because kids gotta have snacks or plus food. I needed a place for the kids to work or whatever. So this is just a makeshift area. I got this out the trash. I was driving, not literally out the trash, but it was beside the trash. I don't go dumpster robbing. I'm a firm believer in getting stuff that people throw away, but I just don't. I don't. No, I'm too fat to be jumping in. I can't fit in no dumpster diving. No, I can't do that. But it's sitting beside it. I will grab it, and if it looks reasonable and I can fix it, I'll grab it. These are one of those things that that I grabbed. My mom's throwing this chair out, the back of the chair. I'm not going to use this. I'm probably going to, I don't know, figure out a way to weatherproof it and stick it outside or something. But it's a little workstation. G was working here yesterday. He's homeschooled. He doesn't stay with me all the time, but then he was working here. And then up here this is a work in progress. So if you work with cable, you probably do work like this. And if you do, we can't be friends. But but I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not. But anyway, if this right here is a work in progress. So what this is this box here. It generates me 2 phone lines, Google Voice. If 2 Google Voice numbers are in this box, you pay $5 to this company, and then it's $5 for the rest of your life. Roz Brand, they're all right. Y'all overpriced. Y'all need to come down on y'all prices, man. I work for the cable company. I'm supposed to get this stuff for free. Why don't you go ahead on and make it a little bit more affordable for the little man, like $30? Really, it's not really that bad, but it's still too much money. Anyway, but I'm in the middle of nowhere, and you saw the cows and all that out there, so I really shouldn't complain. But then this is the modem. Not the modem, sorry, the router. And then I've extended too much, so I needed to get a switch, so I got a switch. These are all the wires for the house that aren't finished yet. So I'm still working on them. Each room or loft, as I should say, room or loft, will have 2 connections and including Wi-Fi. And so like my son, he likes to play Xbox. So he can hardwire to his Xbox, and then if he wants to connect his laptop, which is his main thing, whatever, media tool, whatever. So he wants to be in media demonstration. He can plug that hardwired, and of course the whole place has Wi-Fi. So any other things he needs, peripheral devices or whatever, it's just fine. It'll connect out here just fine. So this is the switch. Everything's gonna come here. I'm gonna do the cable management. No, actually, my son wants to do cable management. So I'm a big fan of cable art. So we're gonna do this. But I just did this today. This is a switch, and it goes. It's basically you plug the MTA here, or if you don't know what that is, or ATA. It's basically a box that generates the dial tone, and then you plug the phone line here. But I have sent. This signal is now going from here to there, and then back over. One of the phones in there, which is my main number, is going inside of there, just hanging up there, because I just grabbed something temporary just to get going. Now this is all temporary, just bubble gum it together, wrapping the belt wire to actually it's finished, and when it's finished, I want a good polished product that me and my son could stay in, but anyway, but I still want it to look a little bit rusted because we both are cowboys. We do work on a ranch on our as a second job, so we do want that to reflect that we like to be outside and stuff. I like this router. It shares the USB, so like on the network. These are going to put in. I've wired the house since I am a cable person, and I was a contractor. So what happened with the contracting was. The people that I worked for had a contract with Comcast. Comcast had all this old leftover stuff that they refused to use anymore, and the boss said, it's a free-for-all, just grab it. So I was like, okay, so I grabbed it. So that's why you see kind of like all these different kinds of things and stuff like that I have for cable. It's because the Comcast they stopped working for Comcast, or whatever. They had already shipped all the stuff, so it just sat there in the office for months and months, and the boss said take it, so I took it. So anyway, but we do not have cable out here, so to say that. So we, like I said, we do have Rise, which is a radio basically that sits on your house. It looks like a satellite. It's a line of sight device, works perfectly in inclement weather and all that other kind of stuff. It's spotty sometimes, but not enough. You can actually run a business and your business won't fail. I'll just say that way, because I used to work from home. But I've wired the house for cable if cable ever comes out here, because I think it is going to come out here, because where I'm living at, the DFW area, is booming. So I think it's going to reach out here in the middle of nowhere where I live at. But it's ready to go. I've already got here. Each room is going to have two of these. One is this right here is for the MTA. I'm not sorry, for the cable modem. If I ever do get in the fingerprint, then it will definitely be there. Then each room will have a TV, to where if we ever, like right now we don't have cable, as I was saying. However, we do have satellite next door. So I'm going to tap into it. I've already ran the line underground, and I've already ran it over to here. So I just haven't connected it all. I probably just need the little boxes, but like you have little boxes. But it's already wired. But I just haven't made the connections at the end to connect them all together. So basically, if you have, whether it doesn't matter, the house is going to be pre-wired for cable, and it's also going to have antenna too. So the antenna, like the free shows that you get, that everyone gets, the national radio, the national thing that everyone can get at their house, HD TV for free, that the FCC regulates and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be wired for that. So. Not that we look at it, but every once in a while I flip through it. Probably I spend maybe 15 minutes a week, maybe, literally. So, but anyway, I got this online. It was an awesome steal. I think it was like $10. I'm a bargain person. I will wait for it to come from China, and I know that we shouldn't get stuff from China, but brother be broke. So, so we're gonna tie all that together. Everything is ran in the house. Everything's ran. So I haven't got the blinds for here yet. As we're talking about, this is a little workstation for Gregory. And this here, I'm going to, if you look at any of the rest of my things, it's going to be, let me clean this off. There we go. So, I think that's a better picture, right? It's a little blurry, right? So, let me clean my lens real quick. I got a lot to tell y'all. And I know there is some people that like to hear about my stuff. I was making this up and I thought that it would be awesome. When I was looking on there, I didn't see anybody that was making any videos hardly about converting a shed to a tiny house. I never seen. I saw like one video and they didn't explain anything. Like it was an awesome video. Hold on, let me clean your face. You got a little something right there. Let me get that for you. Ooh, you look good. Do I look as good as you look? I don't know, but so I wanted to kind of explain, even though I haven't really shown too much of how I did what I did. So I think that's a lot better though. So it's a lot better. I'm gonna go ahead and do some ghetto-ness real quick. Draw off this lens. There, perfecto. All right, so this is going to be stained. It's going to be nice and stained for this thing, to where it'll be, good and clean and everything like that, and taken care of. Man, was I out of focus the whole time? So as I was saying, we got all this taken care of. So this is temporary. It's going to be a right now it's like a music station. Like I like to write music and play music, and I like to play little drums and stuff. My son plays drums and piano. And then so I've decided for my accents to have like an accent ceiling instead of accent wall. And then it's going to be here that's corrugated steel, which I think's awesome. I'll need some help with you guys telling me how to trim it out. I was thinking of using rope. One guy was telling me to use rope. I think rope would look awesome. And then I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to fill this up. That's the coax cable I ran. Freaking coax cable is freaking expensive. I don't see how our company stays. I guess they get it cheaper than when I can get it. But anyway, it all comes in and it shoots up over. And you kind of see the creek. I put this in this weekend. So slowly, that's my son's loft up there. Kind of make it to his little clubhouse thing or whatever. And we have this huge TV there, and I guess he uses it as a wall because he wants, I guess, privacy when he's up there, plays his video games or whatever. And I'm slowly but surely wiring everything up and all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to accent it. So this side I haven't did yet. I still got to go over there and get some of that, but I have to spend $75 for installation. I'm only going to use probably 2 rolls. This up there, here, I haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet, but it's going to be cool. I've already got his lights up there wired, and the wires are all tucked away. Plus, I've kind of made room for expansion here. The bathroom's right here. I use pallets. I really wish I hadn't used pallets because it doesn't give me the straightest of edges, but it's what I had at the time, and I still wanted it to go. But if you kind of see here, like that's what it came out to be. So it looked like this before, and then after some drywall, looks like that, which I really don't. It's gonna be covered up, so I mean it should be basically it's a partition. It's not really a low bearing wall or nothing like that. It's just a partition to separate. And over there is the bathroom. So this is the kitchen. The stove is gonna go right here. I already got this. I got this for free. From a ladies and gentlemen. It just needed a little bit of elbow grease and then it looked brand new. The guy was going to sell it for $30. This house is dry, but we just sprayed some water here for when we're in here, and we're getting it to where it's going to have, there's the sink. I got the sink I rescued it out of a house that's going to be burned down. And then so there's some spray stuff you spray on it, and it's going to look brand new when I get done with it. It'll look brand new, but except for this little chip here, but I really don't care because I kind of want it to be rustic, and I think it'd be awesome. And then, but I got this for free. The cabinets, I'm going to get them from Home Depot. I've been covering up the windows just with, this here. But I'm going to mount this over here. If you guys got any ideas whether I can mount this, you're supposed to have a cabinet here. If I put a cabinet here, the stove's going to sit about this high. And so, therefore, if I mounted a cabinet too much, it will literally put that microwave right here, probably right here if I mount it to the ceiling. But it's going to be a little bit lower. So, it's not going to be a lot of clearance for the food. But, oh well, it's still going to be a vent hood. And I'm going to have to run the line, the tubing back behind here. If you're wondering what this crazy thing is, if you've already seen my videos, then you've already know this is the tub, which is an absolute disaster right now because I'm using it to store, but it's huge. 2 people can comfortably shower in there. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do it, but that's what it is so far. Like, it's just a storage area right now, and I'm embarrassed of it, but I start somewhere. Those wires are not hot except for that yellow. That yellow one is hot, so but no one goes in there but me. Like, nobody else goes in here. I did get rescued this out of the trash. It's just gonna be used, okay. And then but I actually put this up here because I thought it'd be cool. Even though this is gonna end up being a closet up here for the clothes, it's still, I kind of still put that in there because I figure once I do put a light in there, it's gonna look awesome. I got the toilet for free. It's like a $600 or $700 toilet. We needed elbow grease. It was really dirty. Most people, the breed's probably sitting in there. It was like chicken poop, cow poop, not cow poop, chicken poop, rat poop, all kind of poop. All kind of poop was on there except for human poop. Like, because there was goats there, and they're not goats. I call them goats, but they're sheep. There were sheep, and then, you know what I'm saying, and ducks and all. But anyway, but I got it for like free, and I was so happy to get it. So I just put, once again, got some elbow grease and some gloves, and it looks brand freaking new. Like, I still got to scrub down in there, but I even though I know that there's no boo-boos that ever been in there, I still kind of was hesitant to clean it, but I haven't rushed my hand all the way down there, because I know, because it's a toilet bowl, but it's really just dirt, like half the house, the windows were knocked out the house, and the toilet has never been used before, and so a manufacturer gave it to a guy, and that guy gave it to me, so when he gave it to me, it's just been sitting there for 2-3 years, so, I mean, I'm like, I need a toilet, and so my bathroom is going to be fancy. It doesn't look like it's going to be fancy, but it's going to be really small, but it's going to be fancy. So this is my futile attempt to try to put sound in here. So if you come in here and poop, and you're going to be sitting over here in the living area, which is kind of like a bedroom area for now. But believe it or not, this bed separates, and then it's an ottoman. But I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to go ahead on and buy some furniture, because the furniture, if you buy, I kind of know that the DY furniture, some DY furniture is cool, but all DY furniture is not cool. I think it's cool to have a DY mixed with like modern furniture or furniture that fits your house. So that's why I've decided I was going to make my own. I was going to make it look all da-da-da. But I'm like, I can just spend dropped money on it. And it's pallets. That's all it is. It's pallet and a foam, whatever. I sleep on that. And I'm going to tell you what, I sleep on that thing nicely. I do not want to get out of bed. I never thought you could sleep on a pallet and freaking feel comfortable. And I got this soft memory foam, man, it's freaking comfortable. I don't even need a mattress. I don't know, maybe something's wrong with me. Maybe I spent too much time in the military, but I can sleep on that all day. I have to make myself get up. But anyway, so this is the bathroom I was just saying, and I'm getting a vent hood off of eBay. Thank God for eBay. And it's gonna, not vent hood, but exhaust fan. It's gonna go right outside that window and blow out all the stinkiness that will be done in here. And this toilet will be violated. It will be validated. It will see many a butt cheeks. Many a butt cheeks will meet that bowl. And they will be happy butt cheeks. Unless they can't squat down low, because it's kind of low. Now I want to get the squatty potty thing. I like this cool. You just build a little bridge or whatever. But I want something that slides out for people that don't want to do squatty potty. Because they'd be like, what the crap is this contraption, dude? But I don't know. I don't have no problems going. But when I get old, I'm going to get one of the real tall granny seats or something to sit on it. Speaking of being old, over here where the piano is, I said it's going to be on some bifurcated stairs. Like I say, it's going to come up, and then it's going to go up to here. And I decided it's going to have to come up to here with the open concept, to where it still is low bearing to hold my fat behind up there and still let me get up there to my loft, which is not finished yet. And the cables are in up there. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to climb up there. I spend so much time on ladders. See, the cables are in. It's just not terminated. But these are $30, so $30 and bam, it's done. I need not, sorry, was it 30 or 40? Yeah, $30, so I need to spend $60 and I can finish this. But I've kind of been focusing on getting the other stuff done up here. So it's catastrophe of a freaking playhouse now, I guess you'd call it, for you. He goes up there, plays Xbox or whatever. And then sometimes he camps up there, but most of the time he goes next door where like it's all ready to go. I just put that plug over there in, that the fan plug be into, and that one is fold away. It needs to be, I don't know if I'm going to cover that up with the faceplate or if I'm going to actually just go ahead and use it. I'll probably go ahead. But it's on the same switch as the recessed lighting down there. So down I go. But then I'm going to put like a little bed up there, and I want to put a window there, and his room gets a window too. I know it's a big ass TV, but I'm gonna definitely get another TV for him. That TV was free. I got that TV. It's the same size as this TV, and it was on the side of the road. I picked it up and played with it. We thought it said free TV on Craigslist, so we got it home. It didn't work, and we figured out that it was the bulb. So we spent $20-something, ordered the bulb, came in the mail. Like a couple of days later, slapped, and then the TV worked. This one here, we got this on. I got this on the side of the road. A Hispanic guy had thrown it out the road, and it wasn't working. But luckily, I got a friend that that what he does is he fixes TV as a kind of a hobby he used to do for a job. But people won't pay for it. They'd rather go buy a brand new TV, just like computers. They'd rather buy a brand new TV than pay somebody, $100 or something to fix it. They're like, oh, a couple more $100, they have a brand new product. So basically, he fixed it up for free. Go Computers for All this. But got a brand new TV, whatever. I just started kind of decorating the wall as a go, whatever like that, and this is the phone line that's gonna come down here. It's already hooked up over there behind that plate, and I just need to get the wall plate and stuff done. I need to do that. Might do that today or whatever. I don't know. And then here's the other line that's hooked up to it's not hooked up to the network, and it's not terminated yet, so it's sitting there. And I thought I would do some cool art crap kind of stuff and kind of recess those in there. And I'm still thinking of ways to cover this, but I think what I'm going to do is just pretty much paint it. And then this, I'm going to stain this because I just love the look of wood. And I think you can make pine look like so many other different kinds of wood if you just stain it. And this place is Crash at. It's just a freaking... These things, the kids tore them up or whatever, but want some green board on top of it. They're pallets, and then this pallet moves away. You can move this away, and the whole idea was going to put it on wheels to where it'd be like a little spot, and then I was going to put the lush thing on the top, like a pillow top or whatever, and then it's going to move around and stuff, and then I was going to have flip storage in it. But I just said, forget it. I'm buying a futon, a really nice futon. It's 70 inches from here to here, so I can get a 70-inch futon. I'll put over there, and then if you ever saw the first one I made, I wanted a guitar right there. So, and that's one of my paintings I like to paint. So, and I wanted to put that thing up there, but put that thing in the thing, but I haven't figured out how to do it yet. Still a lot of figuring out. So the last thing I think that so the bathroom's gonna have a pocket door. This door's gonna slide back and forth. I'm gonna go a little bit. I'm gonna get a bowl, and I'm gonna have it like the shower. I want to find like a stump of a tree or something, and then put it in there, polyurethane it a little bit, so you got this barkish kind of texture going up it, and then have a bowl, and then I want to have a spout coming out the top of it, like a tall kitchen spout, and it goes into the bowl that's actually not recessed down, but actually it comes up. I think it would be cool for that. And then I want to put like some horseshoes up there and then make it kind of like cowboyish, but I still want the walls to be, look like a regular bathroom, just decorated, like country. I haven't did those little spots there yet. I need to get the drywall. I actually have it, and then I just need to cut that out. But this, like I said, this is a work in progress. There's the cable I was talking about. Each room has the cable. So this one's terminated, but it's not put. The wall plates are not in there yet. So I just gotta I gotta buy the wall plates and then put them on there. The house is networked. Look, I already did this one. Thank God for Lowe's. Not Lowe's, but Home Depot. I just go there. I buy these and they just snap into there. There's these little bags you get. They're freaking expensive. They're called Keystones. They're expensive. Hey, look at that cow. See that cow back there behind my mom's house eating that tree? Can you see that? You see that cow? Let's go see the cow. That's freaking cool. I never really see him reach over there. So this is a tiny house so far. I built this porch. The dogs are sleeping. Kind of built this porch. Y'all alive? They come in from time to time, but they jump in that bed since it's so low. Speaking of bed, Sammy's getting a bed today for up there. I'm waiting for it to come. I'm ecstatic. So this ain't a cow. This is a bull. So this is the side of it. I'm trying to show you what I did out here too, so you can see. But He's out there eating. Wonder what kind of tree that is. Yeah, I'll be walking barefooted. Oh, Lord have mercy. Ew, gross. Yeah, that's what I get. I'm finna wash my feet. But anyway, that cow's over there. So, I think it's a cow. I'm pretty sure it is a... Can't see the bit. I can't see nothing. And so... Oh, it's out there. But anyway, there's the tiny house in the back. Ew. Stepped in this crap. I'm gonna go get the water hose. So that's the side of it there. I did put a neighbor gave me an air conditioner. It's like 10,000 BTUs or something like that, which is like awesome BTUs. So it's freaking awesome. So I'm gonna take out that little one that's there and put in the big one. I'm gonna wash my feet. It's nasty. I haven't put the water in there yet, but I want to get the water to put in there. Wash the foot. Now I gotta change pants. While I wash my feet. There we go. Alright. Give dog some more water. Alright, even if they don't have enough. But I'm gonna run the water over there. I think I'm gonna use PEX and get it done like that. Okay, so I wanna show you some of the stuff I've done outside. So as I was doing cable, I found a house box that was freaking... You turn it into a toolbox, and I used it when I was working as a contractor for the cable company. And then I decided that once I got this, I was like, rather than use a brand new house box and put it up, because they give us free cable. So, I mean, I was like, well, I'll just use the old one. So I did. I used the old one, and I ran it up there like that and stuff like, and then I ran it along the eaves. The networking cable is not UV protected. So it's not UV protected. So I have to silicone that up there. I can't believe I don't have any bugs or anything that are getting in there, but they're not. And then this one here is for the cable. So that's the back of the air conditioner. So what I'm doing back here is, a friend gave me some lumber, and I also saw another place. I'm going to actually build on to this. I'm going to take here, and I'm going to get a trailer, and I'm going to build this out a little bit, and then it's going to come out, and it's going to be the side of this. That window's going to turn into a door. I'm calling it the G wing after my son, whose name is G. It's not his real name, but we call him G. But so when it comes all the way out, you'll have a little guest room. You have 2 guest rooms. So one will be actually, one might turn into a bedroom, I think. And the other one probably be a living room. And then the other living room or whatever, there's probably still be a living room. I don't know. Maybe I'll make this one a den. Like, I don't know. But, so that's what I'm going to do with this glorious stuff. And that my friend gave me for free. I'm going to use some of it to finish the bathroom out. Right now, the bathroom's like a storage area. So, and that's how you dry your foot after you step into some nasty water. I'm still changing my pants though. So, that's the tour so far. So, like I was saying, there's going to be stairs that go up here, and under the stairs is going to have storage. The floor, I haven't went over the floor yet. So, up here, it's going to be carpet. I'm just going to bite the bullet and buy carpet for him, because he wants carpet. And he's a teenager, so like, it ain't like he's gonna, like, you know what I'm saying, like fall off and die or something like that. He actually will jump there without the ladder, and I yell at him because I'm like, oh, we haven't finished doing the foundation for this thing yet. Like, I want to put but bricks. So not the well, the bricks, and then get the treat wood and put it under here to where it gets level. It's not level. It was level when they dropped it, but since I put the TV over there and all that kind of stuff. So the floors. So I found this. I was installing in this lady's house, and I saw this sitting on top of her trash can, and I was like, ew, used carpet. And then as I went through her house, I got done doing her install, and then I noticed that her whole house was in the same carpet. And then I was like, oh wow, that's actually scrap outside. And she's like, yeah, you can have it. So I grabbed this. So my idea is this is going to have this carpet, but see under there how it doesn't go all the way? Well, it doesn't need to. But anyway, I'm going to do paper flooring. I'm doing paper bag flooring. It is the cheapest thing ever. You get, like, if I got a big tub of it, it might cost me $100 of polyurethane, floor polyurethane. And I get that and put it on the floor. And I take this stuff, the paper bag, which is like the construction paper, contractor's paper. You ball it up, put it on the floor, smear it on there. I've seen so many women do it online, and it looks awesome. But I'm not gonna stop there. After I do that, the bathroom's gonna actually have towels in it, the floor in there with all this stuff moved out the way. And I'm gonna have like a little cabinet, like a cabinet in there, and that sink. Like I say, the sink's gonna be right there with the bowl, with the tall faucet, and then I'm still laughing about when I stepped in that nasty crap out there, man. Like, yeah, Martin Bob. Anyway, but I digress from my point. Blaming on my ADD, baby. Sale. But what I'm gonna do for the bathroom, I'm gonna actually get like some towel. It's not gonna take much to do that. But I really want the towel. I want it to be something, I don't know, cool in there. So with towel. But then when it comes to here, this area here, I want to put like a little bar in here. And I know it's not a lot of space, so basically when we come in here, you're only going to have this and this to walk through. It's going to be kind of a hallway, but it's going to still be an open concept. So I'm going to have a bar that comes here. That's over there, it's going to go over here. And I'm going to have a visible steps up for Sammy, because even though he's going to have his own stairs this way, he's going to have another invisible stair that way. And I'm thinking about putting another invisible stair up to mine. Just because it's cool to have invisible steps, which just means basically it's there, you can see it, but you don't know there's a step. It's low bearing, but you don't know it's a step. So, but anyway, I want a little countertop here, and then over here it's going to be, like I said, the stove is going to be here. There's going to be a little bitty teensy bit of a counter here, and that's just going to be just for you to put like a toaster oven, and then a spot for plugs going to go over there on the wall. And then over here it's going to be the sink, as you can see. There's a spray you could put on this thing, as I was saying earlier. It brings these things back to life. I might get a cool faucet, something a little bit more extravagant, because I think for the tiny house, just so you know, usually you spend about almost the same amount of money, like on the same of certain things that you would spend in a regular house. So it is kind of expensive. Even though you save money, and some of the stuff it is. And it's like if you don't spend your money on some things like the cabinets. Like if I was going to think, oh, I'll make my own cabinets. But I really like the look of the craftsmanship of some of the products that are cheap at Home Depots and Lowe's. For $150, you can't beat that craftsmanship. And then the countertop, and I found the countertop people, they said they can do the countertops for me for really reasonable. It's like $200. Or I just make my own polyurethane, some boards, put them together, some up there, and it looked really good, rustic. And then anyway, have some cool lights, but oh, I forgot I have to have a networking cable over here probably, but probably not, because most people are probably going to be on their whatchamacallit. But as I was saying, each room's going to have these in here like that. I finished that one. I don't know. Oh, that's a hair. I don't know what that was, but I think one of them's hooked up. Yeah, one of them's not, or something like that, because just I didn't get one faceplate. So then I found this little guy over here. And it's awesome. I covered it up. It's freaking, it needed to be fixed. I found it on the side of the road, and it just needs to be fixed. So I fixed it. It's done, and it's so awesome. And then it fits. Hold on, how's he doing working his books in here? I'm gonna have to go get my son. How's he doing his schoolwork, and his computers in here? I'm over here YouTubing. So it opens up. Both sides open up just like that, and that's for the mounting the microwave. And this is still going to be the main water area. So I'm gonna put like a plate there, but it's just gonna get covered up. Like I say, this here is going over there, and then the bar is gonna be in front of it. So like, and then it's gonna be stools, like little stools pushed in. And this chair is not going to be here. We're going to replace this chair with this little things with the scoops up and down and sits down, slide under there, and that way, you know, if you want to, someone wants to check their email real quick, they can use that computer. If somebody wants to, like G needs to do his homework. Like yesterday, he worked from here, and you got a little window you can look out of and stuff, and relax and while you work and stuff. But this here, this is gonna look cool when I'm done. It'll look pretty cool. You won't be able to touch it. Like I'm gonna put mount some blocks here and some glass, and you won't be able to touch it. And then have the LED lights around it, and the LED lights are gonna change colors and go back and forth, kind of like looking like something like a spaceship, but actually still be functional. And then so over here, the floor is gonna be I'm doing the paperback floor over here. Now for this area here, since it's just a small area, I'm just go to the paperback floor, but I'm gonna what do you call it? I'm going to get these rugs. They have these really nice rugs, and you take them down to the floor. They look awesome. They're rugs, but you can put them on the floor, tack them down like some Velcro, and these freaking things look phenomenal. And then you could change them out, and they're only like 15. I went to this place. They're only $15. Like I saw at what's that place called? Can't remember the name of it, but they got the exclamation point, something lots, I don't remember. But they have them. Home Depot has them for like $15. Online they're a little bit more expensive. I don't know why. Usually online stuff is cheaper, but maybe I went to the wrong spot. But that's it. So I'm gonna do all that, get all the plumbing done for this, get all the plumbing done for the toilet. The toilet is not functional yet, but it will. And the shower's not functional, but it will. The wall's gonna get completed here. Like I was talking about, the pocket doors, gonna have the floors done. I was so scared of how am I gonna get these floors done? How am I gonna get this white off the floor, which is the white is mud and paint. And then I made a discovery after 3 hours of searching different days that use the stuff you spray on there and the crap comes up. And then you can also use paint thinner. So I'm gonna tape all this off, the bottom off, and then I'm just gonna paint the paint thinner on there, and then scrape it off, and it'll look perfect. It'll look awesome, and it won't look like I freaking was painting. I was a really good painter. I was really, really, really good, and then that crap went away. So because I ain't did it in a long time. I mean, I could get a paintbrush and look awesome. And some other things I gotta do is these pouches here. I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do. My son says just drywall it, so we're gonna just put some blocks in there, cut some drywall, put them on there, and call it even. Just put some drywall up there, call it even. Probably paint it or do something cool with it, some accents or something like that, with some colors, so you would have some colors and all that kind of stuff. I am getting a security little thing for in here. Because people think it's a shed. People are more like to break into your shed than break into your house. But if they knew it was a house, they probably wouldn't break into it. Unless, I caught some people sneaking. Oh, my son got attacked over here. Luckily, he's a martial artist, so he's able to defend himself. And then I call people sneaking. That's because they're just so curious of what is this. I've seen people back in the past just like looking like, what is that? And so they don't know. Like no one here actually knows what I'm doing. I don't put it on blast, even though it's on here. Like no one really knows what I'm doing except my closest friend. But on the front porch, this is just a temporary porch out here. I just needed something to get up there, and the doors, of course, I'm gonna put. They got this insulation. It's only three whatever. And but it'll do the purpose, and I'm gonna cover the door up so it'll be weatherproof. And then to those posts that I have in the ground, there's gonna be another post that comes up, and it's gonna be like a thing on the top, and then it's gonna be all nice and taken care of, and you'll be able to sit out here. I'm gonna get a swing that's gonna go here. This is all gonna get tore up and used for another project or thrown away or something, or burned or whatever. But it's going to have a swing that swings this way. a two-person swing, kind of swing this way, and then that way you can open the door and then it'll move out the way. And then it's also going to have like place for plants and stuff, and you can sit out here and relax. And I may even put like where you can sit out there, and I want to put like one of those, I forgot what they're called, but you can put wood in it and burn it, and then it doesn't get on the ground. Even though I really want to do a bonfire, but the pile, whatever, is over there, so that's the allocated burn place. Hopefully it gets relocated but that's where I'm standing at now, and I thought you want to know what I've done so far in the tiny house, and it's a lot that I've done. If you saw last time, I had gotten this side done. I've got this painted. I still got to do this, and it's textured. I love this texture. My son's helped me do it. We still got some trim to do over there, but I love this. Even though this is going to get covered up, this was our practice kind of to get our craft down, and we've gotten the craft down pretty good. This is going to be pretty much hid because this is going to have, I was really embarrassed about this, but it's all going to be covered up because this is going to have a thing where where the food can splash upon it and you can wipe it. I forgot what it's called, but y'all know what it's called. And then it's going to be this is going to be right there, and then over here is probably going to be some shelving. You're not really going to see any of this. The stove's going to be down here. And then the only thing, the spots that I did work on, it's like over here. This is one of the first rooms I did. I started with the living room because I don't know, and I just like it. We're gonna get that's a window, so we're gonna get the blinds and all that, and it's gonna change the total look of the place once they're in there. So it's pretty cool. And once we get the stairs there, that ladder's not going to be there. So now pretty much in a 40 or 50 minute video what's going on with me. And subscribe, like, check out my music. My sons do have pages. I'll put the probably not the links right now. I'm going to upload it just to get it up, and then later on I'll come back by and have links for you to check out what they're doing on here.